Nudity is a topic that no one really expects to see in kids' animation, and oddly enough, it's something that shows up a fair bit in Spongebob SquarePants, usually as a one-off joke or a brief scene in the shower or something. Last year I did a naked Mickey Mouse video and that recently hit 5,000 views. Oh my goodness guys, it wasn't even my best video, but thank you. I did an Angry Beavers one that didn't do quite as well, but I thought I'd return to this series and discuss a naked Spongebob episode. Spongebob seems to always be trending, or something's always going on. It's always popular, so I thought this would be fun. Now, when I say a naked Spongebob episode, you might be thinking of this episode? Or maybe this episode? But it's neither of those. Today, we're looking at that one naked Spongebob episode we've all forgotten about.
Woo, that breeze is cold.
Is it time already for you to ruin my day?
Well, I did say all, but if you're a longtime SpongeBob fan, you probably know which episode I'm referring to. There's actually two episodes that can be referred as the naked SpongeBob episode from season 1. One sees him removing his pants and learning a rather humiliating lesson in the process. Seriously, who approved this episode? While the other is where he removes his pants willingly in front of everyone and has a slightly less humiliating lesson this time round.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
He took off his pants.
We're going to be talking about that one, the latter. Nature pants. I might make another episode one day talking about Hooky if you guys are interested, and how it caused a lot of trauma not only for SpongeBob but pretty much every kid that watched that episode. The story is pretty basic. It's simple enough that kids and adults of all ages can sit down and watch SpongeBob and enjoy them. And sometimes relate to them. Sometimes. So this one, SpongeBob is sick of the daily grind and wants to go live free in nature. This is something somewhat relatable. Basically, SpongeBob wants to go off-grid. If this episode was made today, he'd probably have a camera crew following him about out there. He gives up all his possessions. I don't know what happened to his house or Gary. Gary appears there very briefly, but never mentioned. Then he decides to take off his pants in front of everyone and run around in the wild. We all know SpongeBob SquarePants is an odd character for many reasons. Many reasons actually. When it comes to his nudity, it is a little bit inconsistent, with occasions of him not caring and totally embracing his freedom. Then other times, he's just terribly embarrassed like the rest of us.
My pants!
Of course, this comes down to what jokes are and aren't approved for the final cut of the show, and over the years, aspects of the show and the character change. It is a kids show after all, and SpongeBob is an innocent childlike character with that innocent childlike wonder, which gives them a little bit more freedom with this aspect of the character. Now, I've heard the argument he undresses in front of his friends because he's not out in public, he's comfortable with them, but that there have been other times, even in modern SpongeBob, he appears naked in public and not embarrassed. It's just one of those unsolved mysteries of nature, I guess. Jumping ahead quickly, once he returns home at the end of the episode, he's still not embarrassed about being nude in front of everyone. He's more embarrassed about the whole idea of him living in the wild thing. It is for kids after all, and it's generally got to remain innocent and funny, although Hooky does push it a bit when it comes to the whole innocent thing.
SpongeBob, do us all a favor.
Don't mind if I do.
Anyway, the rest of the episode is SpongeBob trying his best to live in the wild with the jellyfish, only to end up cold, itchy, and feeling rather depressed and a bit silly about the whole situation. Walking ashamed all the way back home, basically. I don't know if they were trying to send the whole you don't know how good you have it until it's gone, or how you don't know what you have until it's gone. I think I'm mixing my metaphors and tropes here. But one of those types of situations, or if the animators just wanted a reason to draw more naked SpongeBob. Oh yeah, there was also this whole part where Patrick goes like crazy and tries to catch SpongeBob and put him in a jar. That was a decision a CEO was like, yep, I want to see that. This episode does stand out for having a story with like half the episode featuring a naked character. There's been many jokes throughout the series where characters lose their clothes briefly, and there isn't too many more episodes that really follow a plot involving naked characters. Again, this is a kids series and this is a rather mature topic. There is an episode called Pranks-a-Lot where SpongeBob and Patrick technically get undressed and then spray themselves with invisible paint. I could talk about that one in another video if you're interested. And I've heard that there's an episode from the modern episodes where SpongeBob shrinks at work and he's like running around the Krusty Krab as a tiny naked sponge. I haven't seen that one yet, but I stopped watching SpongeBob around season 8 or 9. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. It's amazing this 5-minute video took almost 2 months to make. It's crazy, but I suppose I did do some animations for it. Animation is just wild. It's wild we sit there and put ourselves through this. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. There's more videos like this coming. Let me know in the comments below what other strange episodes of Kids TVs or strange SpongeBob episodes you'd like me to talk about or watch. We'll see you in the next video, everyone. I have a few more to finish off the year with, and then I'll be taking a break in 2025. It's been quite the trip this year, hasn't it? Alright everyone, stay safe. Mr. E out.